What's happening, people? Dan Lawless here, back with another edition of the West Ham Week, where I take 3 of the top stories from West Ham from throughout the week and break them down into 2-minute sections. Another video for me. If you're not my biggest fan, then boy, this is going to be doing your head in right now, because I'm very busy lately, but it is what it is. Do check out our t-shirts, by the way, before I get into it. I'm wearing the Lanzini one today, but we got all sorts of designs. We've got brand new ones on the horizon. We even got a brand new hashtag Mark Noble for Prime Minister t-shirt in the link in the description down below. Also, if you could head over to my other channel, Dan Damo and Jace, where we do all sorts of podcasts and stuff. We're recording a new video on Monday or Tuesday. Anyway, let's get into it. Guys, tight this time. Ticket sellers. Club are banning them. People who sell on their away tickets to other fans, the club are clamping down on it, with apparently a bondholder and long-term ticket seller being banned from buying away tickets for the club, which has caused a lot of outrage, and I think it's disgraceful. Look, scammers and ticket touts, people who profit off of selling tickets, definitely clamp down on them, ban them, all of that sort of stuff. But genuine fans who are just selling for face value, leave them alone. Let them do what they're doing. If they're not scamming people, if they're not profiting, but they just simply can't make a game and they want to sell their ticket so they don't lose out on money, what is wrong with that? You know, I know someone who signed up to the ballot automatically. It's an automatic thing, so he automatically gets entered in, and if he wins, he automatically gets a ticket for the game. Nothing, whether he don't want to go or not, whether he can make it or not. So the money comes out automatically, and he said to them, well, I can't make that game, so can you just put it back in the ballot? And they said, no, like, you've got to have the tickets. So what's he supposed to do? Like, force himself to go and like not go to work that day, or just not go, leave 2 empty seats and be 60 quid out of pocket? What's he supposed to do? So you've got to have that, allow that for the fans to be able to. And apparently they're doing on the spot checks at away games, all of that sort of stuff. It's way too much, way too much. Make it easier for fans to sell through you then. All of this stuff as well, you've got to ask permission if you want someone, a family member, to use your ticket. It's complete bollocks from the club. I think it's disgusting. There's other stuff that they need to be clamping down on before they get to these things. And I just think it's poor from the club, personally. Lanzini, speaking of Lanzini with the new shirt, new contract on the horizon, is said to be close, and he's having ongoing talks with the club, and he's said to be close to signing a new deal. Now the rumor is that he wants 120 grand a week for a 5-year deal. That's the money he's looking for, and yes, it's a tough one for me. I mean, he's looked promising early on in the season. However, we've seen this before. For me, it's always been about consistency and staying injury-free. Now, I feel like he could do that this season, so it's a bit premature for me to be talking about 120 grand a week. However, we haven't got the luxury of time. He's in his last year of his contract. If he starts really putting in great performance after great performance, he's going to have people coming over to his agent. His agent's going to be in his ear, look, we can get a move to a bigger club, and then we end up losing him for absolutely nothing. So what we need to do, I think, is to sort of bite the bullet, and we need to just say, look, can we take a risk, take a punt on him? Can we imagine that he's not going to be an injury-prone player over the next 5 years, and are we going to get that return? Is he going to show his worth? And I feel like it's worth the risk. Let's do it, right? There's players we've got off the wage books. We've saved like nearly 300 grand, I think it is, off the wage bill, so we can afford to do it. You've got Arnie's gone, who was on around that much money. Nasri was on a lot of money. Perez, so we can definitely afford to do it. I think let's do it, or try and maybe talk him down a bit, or negotiate it down, but. You know, if we lock him up for 5 years, it assures we don't lose him for free. That would be an absolute travesty, if you ask me. So I say take the punt, take the deal, or try and get 10 grand off. See how it goes. Finally, speaking of money coming off of the wage bill, Javier Hernandez is rumoured to be It talks about us selling him on in January, so we get some money for him, because I believe he's in the last year of his contract as well. So if we keep him for the whole season, then he's gone. Like, he's gone for free. We don't get any money for him. But if we sell him, apparently there's a few MLS clubs that are interested, looking at a cut price deal of £4 million, very cheap for him. It's a tough one for me. It depends on where we are, what we're doing, and how important he is to us around that time of January. If we're reliant on him, then we need to keep hold of him. If we've got an injury to Allaire, touch wood, and Ayeti isn't really featuring too much, then we've got to keep hold of him. He scored 17 goals for us, from what I was looking at. 17 goals in 34 games. So that's one goal every other game. Considering he hasn't had much starts and it's been stop, start, stop, start, it's decent. It's decent. Again, he doesn't offer a lot outside of the box, but we've been crying out for a poacher. But it's just the fact. It's the sad thing that we don't play to his strengths. But still, that's not a bad return. So he can contribute, but he's on like 150 grand a week, so it's a lot of money. And if we do want to get some money for him and get something back in, then it's worth it. But however, depending on our situation, 4 million, you might as well just keep hold of that 4 million and think, look, we've got a Premier League goal scorer on the books for them last few months, and we can have a strong end to the season, which could be the decider between us sort of qualifying for Europa or not qualifying for Europa. So unless we're going to maybe bring in the striker in January, I'd say keep hold of him unless the offer is better than £4 million, if you ask me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bloody hell, it does get hard sometimes fitting it all into 2 minutes and not being able to say as much, but you know, that's the show. It's nice, quick sort of bite-sized bits, and we can explore stuff more on post-match pint tomorrow. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. As it stands, we got a ticket for the game, so we will be doing a live watch along for the game, where you can watch the game along with us, and we'll be looking at the comments. Before that, we're going to do a live reaction to the starting 11, come off, stop it, then come back for the game. So watch it with us, then we'll do post-match pint straight away, so you get all of that. Sadly, They with the ballot and stuff, and we had quite a lot of points but still couldn't get a ticket, and they're clamping down on ticket sellers. That doesn't help our cause either, so bloody bastards. But anyway, yeah, if you are going to the game, safe travels and enjoy yourself. And me and Scott will be going down to Newport on Tuesday, so if you are going there, you can come and see us for an interview. Thank you guys so much for watching. One thing left to say, come on you irons.